Well, it's that time of year where I'm going to be preparing Pimenta Moida, and I wanted to bring you with me so you can see the type of peppers that I'm going to be purchasing. I had a lot of questions and I figured why not bring you with me. So I'm going to show you what the peppers I'm purchasing here. There's two types of peppers, or actually three types. There's the really hot peppers that is called Pimenta Cabra, and these are the medium peppers, which is called a crimson pepper. And these are like medium hot. And then these are the sweet peppers, which comes in boxes. So I'm going to take one of each. I'm going to buy one bag, which is about 25 to 30 pounds of hot peppers, which is Pimenta Cabra pimenta. And then this one is a medium pepper, which is called a crimson pepper. So these are the ones I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy one of these and one of these. He's going to help me put the pimentas in the car, and then we're off.
Don't forget to use gloves.
That's right. You're going to get your hands burning.
Here at Joe's, we usually load the person's car because there's the oils will get on your hands.
Right.
Then people will be driving, then they touch their face.
Yes.
So I always tell people that I'll load them and then I'll just wash my hands eventually during the day.
Well, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a
thanks
good day.
for your help. You too. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome to DIY with Nancy. Well, as you can see today, I'm here with my mom, Lucy. Ma, can you say hi?
Hi.
So today we're going to be making something that everyone's been asking me to make, and I'm going to make a step-by-step video of how to make Pimenta Moida, or as some people would call it, Pimenta Malagueta. So I'm going to explain to you from start to finish what you're going to need as far as utensils, the type of peppers I'm going to be using. Very important, you're going to need a set of rubber gloves, because especially if you're dealing with some hot peppers, you want to make sure you don't touch your eyes or anything really that is on your face, because you will have a really hard time sleeping. And you want to make sure that your hands don't get really hot with the peppers, so they'll burn your skin. So you want to make sure you have rubber gloves handy. So today I'm gonna have my mom explain, because she is the one that's taught me how to make Pimenta Moida, and we use Pimenta Moida or Pimenta Malagueta in a lot of our Portuguese dishes. And this is something that my mom uses in almost all her dishes. She loves hot peppers, or in this case, Pimenta Moida. She uses it in a lot of her dishes. So a minha mãe sempre usou Pimenta Moida, não foi?
Yes, lá da muda da nossa terra de Portugal.
Yeah.
A gente sempre fazer as nossas tradições lá em Portugal, as nossas pimentas, moídas, curtidas e salgadas. A gente fazia isso tudo lá em Portugal. E temos na tradição aqui no Canadá.
So hoje a gente vai usar dois tipos de pimentas, e muitas pessoas perguntam. A primeira tipo de pimenta que a gente vai usar, que é a mais picante, é o que é?
A pimenta malagueta é a pimenta que é o corno de cabra, que é muito picante.
So generally what she's saying is there's really hot peppers. We're going to be using two types of peppers. We're going to be using Pimenta Malagueta, which is called corno de cabra. That's the name of the pepper. And we're also going to be using a medium hot pepper, which is called crimson peppers. So we're going to combine the two peppers when we're making the Pimenta Moida. So we're going to show this video step by step. I'll be speaking English and Portuguese. I'll be translating anything I'm going to be saying about making this step-by-step video. Now the first step we're going to do here before we start cutting or grinding the peppers is very important to wash the peppers. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to first wash the medium hot crimson peppers, and then we're going to wash the hot peppers, which is the Pimenta Malagueta, corno de cabra pimenta. So I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. Ok, Marja, estamos prontas?
E agora vai-se lavar as pimentas para a gente continuar a mexer para bom.
That's right.
Mexer elétrico.
Mas a gente tem que cortar as pimentas primeiro
Para
e
vídeo.
tirar prevides. Mas a minha mãe às vezes deixa um bocadinho...
Cada que se deixar, tá?
A gente deixa um bocadinho das prevides.
Por causa do chouriço.
Yeah, so what we do as well is we would normally take out the seeds, and we do take a lot of the seeds out of the peppers when we're cutting them, and we do leave a little bit of the seeds because when we're making Portuguese chouriço, which is Portuguese sausages, then we like to leave a little bit of the seeds for that little sting in the hot chouriço. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Gotta make sure we have the gloves before we touch these peppers. Okay, we're gonna start by placing half of it in this basket here and wash them with the hose. Okay, Ma? Okay. Vai me lavar os pés.
Não, que já me negócio.
Eu já me lavei hoje.
Mas tu é que negócio de mim, não tem. Só tu esquece para ficar
So, minha mãe, se elas estão putas, minha mãe tira as plantas para fora.
Isso é sério.
Yeah.
Corta-se canais e bota-se fora, que essa não presta.
Ok, a gente vai mostrar aqui tudo o que é. Como é que... Mostra aqui.
Esta não presta.
Okay, so já vai pôr isso para lixo, depois
Yeah.
a gente... Okay, so if there's any rotten or just very soft peppers, you can just disregard those. You don't want to have those together in the Pimenta Moida batch. Okay, so the first step is to take the pepper, and what my mom's going to do here is remove the green stem, and then she's going to cut the pepper in half, just as she's doing here. Then you're going to remove the majority of the stem and the seeds. And as you can see, she's not removing all of the seeds, but the majority of the seeds are coming out. Perfect. And then she's just placing it into, we have a basket here, and that's what the peppers that we're going to grind in the grinder here. And I'll show you that, of course, but I wanted to show you exactly how it is that we cut the peppers. And that's what she's doing here. Removing the stem and majority of the seeds. I'm going to show you again. Again, you see the gloves are on. She's got some latex gloves here. So this is where all the stems and seeds are going. And we have a separate basket here for the peppers that are clean and ready to be ground into the machine. Má, como foi a primeira vez que mamãe fez pimentas moídas? Mamãe lembra-se?
Aqui do Canadá. Primeiro ano.
Não, quer dizer, no Canadá já sabe que minha mãe fez pimentas moídas e lembra que minha mãe sabe fazer pimenta. Mas quer dizer, em Portugal, quando a minha mãe fazia
depois de casada fiz tudo. Solteira não.
E quando a minha mãe chegou aqui ao Canadá, era muito difícil de achar as pimentas malaguetas?
Não, a gente sempre tiver.
Yeah,
agora é que é mais para crote.
Yeah?
Yeah. Agora é que é para crote.
Now we're finished the first batch, which is the Grimson peppers, which are medium hot peppers. And now we're gonna do the Malagueta, which is the Curnt Cabra pimentas, which is the really hot one. So we're gonna mix those together. So now we're just gonna wash these peppers, cut them, take the core, remove the seeds, and do the same thing before we start grinding the peppers. All right, let's do this. Okay, Mom, je vais pour next. No.
Papai me bugs.
Oh, wow.
You can't.
these peppers are. That's crazy. So they're a little thinner than the Grimson peppers. So they're quite long. Oh, and they really smell hot. So these are the Malagueta, goat's horn. That's what they're called in English. Elas são grandes, mas não vais lavar os pés.
Vou lavar as
pimentas. So each bag of peppers is about 25 to 30 pounds. Not sure if I mentioned that, but I got my mother back here sprinkling my feet with water. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that they're about 25 to 30 pounds each bag. Okay, so it's just approximate amount. Depends how many peppers are in there, but on average, that's the weight of each bag of peppers. Once we have these all washed, we're going to be cutting them and move on to the next step. Essas pimentas são bem grandes, hein, mãe?
Filha, credo.
So, mamãe está a mostrar as pimentas malaguetas com as pimentas que são medium hot, Grimson peppers.
Yes.
E a gente vai moer isso tudo junto.
Yeah.
E sempre lembro-me de ajudar a minha mãe a fazer essas pimentas. Já há quantos anos que me está fazendo isso?
Tanto
Aqui.
bom. Há 50 e tal anos.
Todos os anos a minha mãe faz.
Não, às vezes dá para 2 anos.
Yeah. So, a gente vai mostrar a todos como é que a gente, faz as pimentas, moe as pimentas, põe os garrafos, mas isso vai ser com o tempo. Porque isso não é metido nos garrafos tudo no mesmo dia.
Não.
So she's cutting the hot peppers, the really hot peppers, and mixing them together with the Grimson peppers, which are the medium hot peppers. And then we're going to grind these all together, but we need to clean these out before we start grinding them. So I will show you the step-by-step on how to making this Pimenta Moida or Pimenta Malagueta. So this process will take approximately about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just cutting the peppers, removing the stems and the seeds.
Curto de cabra é isso assim. Aquelas errou.
Mostra-me.
Aquelas trate curto de cabra é isso assim. Tudo
This is why they call this pepper corno de cabra. That's what my mom's saying. It's twisted. It turns just like that, like a goat's horn. Just like that. Just wanted to show you that. So for me, it's very important to keep these traditions going. Growing up, my mother and my father made these almost every year. There would be times that these peppers would last us at least for a couple of years in the jars, so we wouldn't make them every year. However, it's just a great tradition, so important that we carry it on, and it's great to have at home. Pimenta Moida is what I remember my mother calling it. So I call it Pimenta Moida, but a lot of people call it Pimenta Malagueta or Pimenta da Terra. Okay, now moving on to the next step. We've cut both the peppers, we've removed the stems, most of the seeds, and now we're gonna move on to grinding the peppers. And this machine, we have a manual machine and we also have an electric machine that my father had made at his workplace about 35 years ago. So the machine does all the grinding and it goes into this big pail, which I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the machine. It is quite old, but we've been using it for years. We use it to grind these peppers, and you know what? It does the trick. So I'm gonna show you again what the machine looks like, what the tools you'll need, and what the process is. And let's move on to the next step. So here's the machine. This is like a Weston. It's really old. We've had this for years. And what we've done is we've put some foil paper, and you'll see that the machine, the peppers come out of this wheel, and then it gets poured into this foil and right into the big pail or bucket that we have here. So the peppers go into the machine. It does all the grinding. We press a button, comes through here, and it goes right into this big pail. So if you don't have a Weston machine, and again, this one is electric, so it has a motor that we press the button and does all the grinding for you. But if you don't have one of these, clearly not everybody does, there are a few options to grind the peppers. You can use a manual Weston 10 or Weston 12 grinding machine, or you can also use a large food processor that will also do the grinding of the peppers. And I'll leave a link on the description box down below so that you can see the types of machines and also the food processor that you can use to grind the peppers. We're just finishing up and cutting the peppers, removing the seeds, and we're going to get ready to place the peppers in the machine and start grinding them and make the Pimenta Moida. For the next step, we're grinding the peppers. We're placing the peppers in the grinding machine, and it grinds really quickly. This is going to be probably a 25-minute process for all the peppers. It comes through the wheel there, and you can see that the peppers are really ground up, and it goes right into the pail. We use the foil to avoid the splashing of the pepper sauce all over the floor and our legs, on us. It can happen. So we're going to continue grinding the peppers. My mom's placing the peppers in there. So am I. I'm trying to sneak some in there so we can speed up the process. And then I'll show you the next step. So now that we have the peppers all ground up, the next step is to put the salt. And I'm going to have my mother explain. E agora a pimenta está toda moída. Agora, o que é a próxima coisa que a gente vai fazer?
Ao sal. Para mexer, que é para tomar todos os dias, tem que se mexer para tomar gosto. E a pimenta todos os dias ferve. Temos que é para depois encher nos garrafos para atacar e para a gente arrumar.
E agora, o que é a quantidade de sal que a gente vai pôr?
Metade de uma caixa de sal para 2 buchas.
Ok. E essa caixa aí está mais ou menos o que é? 1 quilo, não é? 1 quilo de sal?
Yeah.
Ok. So a gente vai pôr metade, só é metade de 1 quilo de sal para 2 buchas de pimentas.
Yes.
Ok. Agora a minha mãe vai pôr o sal, vamos pôr o sal. Depois de pôr o sal, a minha mãe tem que remexer.
Yeah, e depois prova-se para ver se está bom de sal.
Yeah. Isso já não é medida. Naquele tempo não tinha medidas, aquilo era só pôr o sal, não é?
Yeah.
A pimenta está bem vermelha. Emma, quem é que vai provar essa pimenta? A minha mão ou eu?
Espera. A provar diretamente amanhã. Eu não posso botar.
Ok, it's okay. So, a minha mãe está a remexer o sal aqui.
Yeah.
E depois a gente vai deixar essa pimenta a ferver. Por quanto tempo?
Todos os dias remexe-se, vai botar para o lado, coberto com um saco plástico, que é para todos os dias a gente ir remexendo.
Por quantos dias que a minha mãe vai deixar essa pimenta a ferver?
8 dias.
Ok. E o que é que acontece se a gente não remexer? Minha mãe quer explicar todos?
Cria a lira por cima, fica tudo branco, não presta. Assim a gente remexe todos os dias, até chegar ao dia de encher as pimentas no garrafos.
Ok. Ama, muitas pessoas perguntam se a gente ferve a nossa pimenta moída. E eu sei que minha mãe nunca fez isso.
Eu nunca frevo, nunca. Aos anos que eu faço pimenta, eu nunca frevo. É sempre a mesma coisa que eu faço todas as vezes.
So a minha mãe só deixa aí na pana.
Yeah.
E depois a minha mãe todos os dias vai remexendo. A gente cobre isso e deixa isso num quarto que é fresquinho. Ok. E agora a gente... Por que a minha mãe não ferve a pimenta? Só as pessoas vão perguntar, só a gente...
Eu nunca gostei do sabor da pimenta cozida. Porque a gente, por exemplo, quer comer a pimenta com o peixe, com o vinagre. A pimenta está cozida, não é? O gosto que me seja assim. E também para os chouriços, a pimenta é assim.
Okay. Thank you. So... what my mom is saying here is this pepper has been ground up. It will sit in this big pail or bowl here for about 8 days. She's added salt, so for 2 bags or 25 pounds each bag of pepper, she's adding half a kilo of salt. And of course, taste it if you feel it needs a little bit more or a little bit less, or if you feel it needs a little bit more, then add a little bit more. We leave this pepper covered with a garbage bag or a big plastic bag for about 8 days. In 8 days, she will be mixing, or I will be mixing this pepper for the 8 days. After 8 days, we're going to jar this pepper. And of course, I'm going to show you that step as well. So we're going to leave this for 8 days in a it's a cool room. You want to keep it in a cool room, and you want to mix it every day. And my mom was saying that if you don't mix it every day, you get like a white sort of seal on top of it, which turns bubbly and it's not really good. So you need to make sure you mix it every single day. So after 8 days, I will show you the jarring process of the Pimenta Moida or Pimenta Malagueta. Yesterday we ground up the peppers, and today's the first day that we're going to mix the pepper sauce. And you need to make sure that you mix the pepper sauce every day for about 7 to 8 days. And I want you to see how the pepper sauce looks here. So here's the pepper sauce. Today's the first day we're going to mix it. I leave the spoon in here, and we're going to just gently mix it every day. Once a day. You can either do it every morning or every evening. So we're just going to give it a gentle stir. That's sufficient. And now what I'm going to do is, again, cover it and come back tomorrow and mix it again. Okay, everyone, we're ready to fill the jars with pepper sauce. We've had the pepper sauce in the big pail here. I mixed it every single day. So once a day I would mix the pepper sauce and cover it again. And agora a gente estamos no último dia, minha mãe ensinou-me a mim, agora a gente vai dizer tudo aqui o que a gente vai fazer com a pimenta no último dia. So I'm just saying that I'm going to explain to everybody what we're going to do on the last day of the pepper sauce and how we're going to fill the jars, etc. So, Ma, explica o que a gente está a fazer agora a tudo aqui.
Agora é remexer,
Ok?
provar.
Sim.
Se está bom de sal, a gente bota só uns garrafos, bota o óleo, 2 colherinhas de sopa de óleo, atarracha o garrafo, tapa o garrafo, atarracha bem atarrachado e fica para o resto, até pode ser para o ano.
So my mom is saying that the last day, so today's the last day where we're going to mix the pepper sauce. We're going to check for seasoning, for salt, if we need to add a little bit more salt. If it's okay, great, we can start placing the pepper sauce in the jars. If not, we're going to add a little more salt. Then we're going to place the pepper sauce in the jars, and I have a funnel here to place the pepper sauce in. And then we're also going to add at the top 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And then we're going to seal the jars very tightly. And this pepper sauce can last up to a year. So we try to do this annually, but I wanted to show everybody how to make this Pimenta Moida, the pepper sauce, Portuguese pepper sauce, so everybody knows how to make it. A lot of you have requested it, so here it is. Ok, a gente estamos prontos agora, a minha mãe vai remexer e a gente vai ver se precisa sal. Como é que está?
Um bocadinho de sauce.
Está bocadinho de sauce. Ok, so she's saying it needs a little bit more salt. So a minha mãe vai me dizer a quantidade de sal que a gente vai pôr aqui.
Bota aqui um spoon.
Yeah. Now at this point we're going to add a little bit more salt. Mas a quantidade que a gente vai pôr de sal, mais ou menos?
Uma colher dessas colheres da passinha de remexer.
Ok, so a gente vai usar mais ou menos essa aqui é de sopa. É mais ou menos 3 colheres de sopa. Isso é mais ou menos 3 colheres de sopa de sal.
Oh. Ok.
So we're putting estimated about 3 tablespoons of salt. Okay, we'll put it in there. Mama vai remexer. E agora a gente temos pontos para pôr nos garrafos.
Yeah.
E depois de pôr nos garrafos, a gente vai pôr no quarto frio ou no quarto vem, como a gente chama.
O quarto frio.
So once the pepper sauce, the Pimenta Moida, is jarred, we're going to then place it in a cold room, which we have. And so a room that is quite cold or, you know, has a good temperature, which is cool. That's where we're going to be placing our jars of Pimenta Moida pepper sauce. Okay, we're ready to jar up the sauce or fill the jars up with the pepper sauce, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, at this point, my mother's going to use a large measuring cup to remove the pepper sauce and then place it in the jar. And we're going to be using a funnel to place the pepper sauce in there. So I'm going to show you how she does it. Ma, mostra como é que a gente fazemos aqui para encher os garrafos. Ok? Ok, Ma, o que é o próximo passo que a gente vai fazer agora para a Pimenta Moida?
É botar dentro do garrafo.
Ok, so eu vou mostrar a mamãe.
Já posso pôr?
Yes. So a gente vai encher o garrafo até acima?
Não, já está.
Ok. Ok, Ma, a gente temos aqui a pimenta moída dentro do garrafo. E a seguir, o que é que a gente vai fazer?
Tira o funil.
Ok.
E bota 2 a 3 colheres de sopa de óleo.
Ok. Em cima?
Em cima da pimenta.
Ok. That's it? Fica
Yes,
assim?
é só. E agora pega-se na topa, atarracha-se o garrafo bem atarrachado.
Ok, apertado.
Bem apertado. E fica agora a remote no quarto frio, até a maneira que a gente vai precisando.
Ok. E muitas pessoas vão perguntar, talvez, por que é que a gente usa em pimenta moída? Eu sei que a minha mãe sempre usa pimenta moída, é criando na casa da minha mãe. O que é que a minha mãe usa pimenta moída? Para que tipos de coisas?
Para tudo.
Mas,
Quer polvo, quer bifes, quer carne guisada, bacalhau no forno, com pimenta moída, atum com pimenta moída, e para tudo.
E a gente também usa os garrafos inteiros para quê, irmã?
Para os chouriços, leva 2 garrafas deles nos chouriços, depende da caixa que a gente faz. Se é 2, se é 1,5, a gente bota o chouriço quanto mais picante, melhor é para curar na freezer.
Okay. Okay, so just so everybody knows, what we're saying here is that what we use the Pimenta Moida for, the hot pepper sauce. My mom used this for as many years as I can remember growing up. Portuguese people use the Pimenta Moida for fish, for meat, for everything really. We use 2 jars of the Pimenta Moida for the Portuguese chouriços that I have a video here on DIY with Nancy, and I will leave a description up on top or in the box below for you to refer to how to make chouriços with the Pimenta Moida as well. We use a lot of Pimenta Moida. Ok, Ma, so eu quero agradecer a minha mãe por ajudar a fazer Pimenta Moida. Estes anos estudos para me ensinar como é que se faz a pimenta moída, e se minha mãe tem uma coisa a dizer aos telespectadores aqui, minha mãe que diga.
Se gostarem de ver, façam igual, para depois também usarem. Que é, todos os anos depende. Se a gente tiver para 2 anos, fica para 2 anos. E se não tiver, continua a fazer. No lugar de fazer muito, faz menos, e a gente fica sempre com pimenta moída.
A gente fazemos este ano 2 buchas ou 2 sacos de pimenta moída, mas talvez muitas pessoas vão dizer que isso é muito, 2 sacas ou 2 buchas, então a gente faz uma bucha ou um saco de pimenta.
Depende, da família da pessoa que tem em casa.
Ok. Ok, Tama.
Ok, bye. Até next time.
And there you have it, everyone. That's how we make Portuguese Pimenta Moida. It's a Portuguese pepper sauce. We use this in a lot of our dishes, making Portuguese sausages, chouriços. It's very commonly used in a Portuguese household, and it's very important that we carry on the traditions of the young generations. The young generations learn how to make this because it's very important to have these type of recipes in our households and bring it on to our kids as well. I hope you all enjoyed the recipe and how to make Pimenta Moida with me and my mom. I'm so grateful that I have her with me, showing me every day something different, and throughout the years, it's very important that you learn how to make these recipes. So until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, take care.